In this video, we will show you how to use the speed grader to grade a project using the rubric. So when you go to your gradebook, you will click on these three dots on the top right of the assignment, and you will enter the speed grader. Another way to get to the speed grader is to go to the assignment page and choose speed grader. Once you are there, you will then be able to view the rubric. If your rubric was not visible, you would want to go back to the assignment page, scroll all the way down to the rubric, choose Edit on the rubric, and then make sure that you have selected here, Use this rubric for assignment grading. So it should already be set up, but if it wasn't, that's what you would need to do. And then update the rubric. Once you have entered the speed grader, I'm on the test student, but you would be able to scroll up and down and see all the different students that have submitted. I am in the test student, and then you can expand or navigate these windows to make it easier to read. And as you are grading with the rubric, you are going to be making selections and a professional judgment on each of these categories. Now, this is the first time we know grading with this rubric and this project, so we don't want you to be overly anxious about using it. And we also don't want you to be real hardcore. You can be a little bit flexible with this grading here. I will note that if it is a zipped file, you're going to have to know where that file is at, and you're going to have to navigate to wherever that was stored and then open up those files and to be able to view them for grading. If you decided to let your students submit things in separately, like this would be what that screen might look like, that actually has a nice feature because you can click on the reflection if it's not selected, and you could actually read through their reflection that way. So actually having the students submit individually might help you in that respect. You will still need to download either their Excel project or their Access project. They will only have one or the other, not both, as you see on this screen. And then when you open it up, you will need to judge it based upon these criteria. So the criteria, so multiple features have been used. You'll have to read through and kind of make your professional judgment on these, but you'll select the items here. A variety of formatting features have been utilized, and you can, maybe they got a 3. Communication, there is a glitch here. The descriptors are off, and there was supposed to be a longer description here. So the longer description should be: data analysis is presented in a clear and concise manner that is easy to read and understand. The key kind of thing here is data analysis, because this is actually very similar to the previous row. The difference is the previous row is just, did they make it look pretty, whether or not it's understandable or tells a story? And then this communication is, did they actually like tell a story with their data? Can we actually like determine something because it was presented in a clear and concise manner? So you will award points. It's possible for you to award, let's say you decide, well, they deserve a little bit more than a 3, but not a 4. And you could leave a comment as to why you awarded it if you would like. And then once you select for each of the categories, the document reflection, you will have to open up their document reflection form and see that they have justified each of the criteria that was required in the project. And last but not least, did they show some sort of sorting of the data? And then save, and then that rubric score will be saved and submitted in Canvas. And so that is how you can use your rubric for grading. If you change your mind later, and for example, sometimes after I grade 3 or 4, I'm like, oh, I really shouldn't have graded it that way. It really should be this way to be more consistent. You can go back in, click view the rubric, and you can make adjustments as needed. I oftentimes will tell the students like their final score on a rubric is not a final score until I send the email that I have finished graded. The submit button is for when you leave comments. So if I leave comments, I'll have to make sure I click submit, or those comments won't get posted to the class. So you have to use the submit. If you don't make any comments, then all you got to do is save, and the rubric will be saved. So please feel free to reach out if this is the first time you're using a rubric for grading, or you're not sure about some things. I would be glad to step through grading a few with you if you needed that support. Good luck.